Welcome back to Today in History. I'm your host, Clayton Schneider. Today, November 4th, 1922, Howard Carter discovered the tomb of Pharaoh King Tut. This was one of the most exciting archaeological discoveries of all time. Also on this day, President Barack Obama and President Ronald Reagan were elected into office and became the president-elect. That's been Today in History, and I'll see you next time.
Hey Generals, Mac here to provide you with some weekly sports updates. Tomorrow afternoon is our long-awaited football matchup between our Washington Liberty Generals and our crosstown rivals, the Yorktown Patriots. Support the Generals as they attempt to take first place in the Liberty District in their last regular season game of the 2022 season. The Generals are 5-4 overall and 4-1 in the district, while the Patriots are 6-3 overall and 3-2 in the district. With a win Friday, the Generals would punch their ticket into the Liberty District playoffs to keep their fantastic season alive. Kickoff is at 3:30 at home, and the theme is blackout. Attendance is mandatory. Go Generals!
Tuesday at 2:30 in the morning, 28-year-old rapper Takeoff, whose real name is Kirshnik Kari Ball, was shot to death at a bowling alley in Houston, Texas. He was one-third of the multi-platinum group Migos. The group is an absolute staple in modern rap and was founded in 2008 by members Takeoff, Quavo, and Offset. His death comes as the second violent death of a high-profile rapper this year after PNB Rock in September. Takeoff's death also comes as the seventh violent death of a high-profile rapper in the last 5 years in what is becoming an increasingly disturbing phenomenon. It is unclear whether Migos will persist with only Quavo and Offset or if the group will disband, since neither Quavo or Offset have said anything to the media or posted online since the shooting as of Thursday. The Houston Police Department is pleading with the local Houston and wider rap community for any witnesses to the crime and have said that Takeoff was a peaceful man and not involved with any illegal activity. This is backed up by a new cell phone video that appears to show that Takeoff was hit by a stray bullet fired during an argument. Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Panther movie will be released on Friday, November 11th. The official trailer came out in July, and the second trailer shows Wakanda as a whole and how Wakanda is mourning the death of King T'Challa. We also see Namor, a new character that is being introduced in the movie, who happens to be the leader of the underwater kingdom Atlantis, and we can see that he is preparing his city for some kind of war. Towards the end of the trailer, a new Black Panther is teased, although it is highly speculated that Shuri, sister to T'Challa, will be taking the new role of the Black Panther. Many fans are interested to see what the direction of the story will be like since the beloved actor Chadwick Boseman's passing. More reviews to come once the movie releases next week.
This pop-up guest is our very own Beth Black, here to tell us a little bit about rugby and to share her experience playing for USA.
Hey, I'm Beth Black. I'm a teacher here at WL. I teach Health PE1 for much of my day. I also teach IB Sports Exercise and Health Sciences to juniors and seniors. So that's my whole spiel.
When did you start playing rugby?
In 1999. My goodness, that was a long time ago. Just out of college. I started playing because I got cut from the soccer team and I almost lost my mind, didn't know what to do. So then I found a new sport that I was not familiar with, but had a lot of the same concepts and went with it, started playing, and it just kind of took me so many places in my life that I am so thankful that I tried something new. I started playing for USA in 2008, and I played from 2008 to 2013. In my last few years, I captained the U.S. team. And it's a version of rugby. Not many of you know much about rugby, but there's a 15-a-side version and then a smaller version, a 7-a-side. So yeah, professionally, I played the 7-a-side version for about 5 years on the U.S. team, captained for my last 3, and then helped coach on my way out before getting tied up with more mom responsibilities than other things. So my overall experience with rugby, coming in as just a general athlete to a new sport, was a little bit intimidating in the beginning, but easily became something that I just loved to do. It kind of blended the things that I like to do as a basketball player, volleyball, soccer, and mixing the the physicality of soccer, but you're not quite allowed to do some things. You get to throw in the tackling in rugby, which allowed an outlet for that piece of physicality that I didn't realize I needed in sport. That was very cool. Some experience. I've made so many great friends from all over the world. I've gotten to travel more than I ever would had it not been for my experience with sport and rugby, specifically Thailand, Munich. We've been to Hong Kong. We went to Brisbane, the Gold Coast, New Zealand. I've just been everywhere, and it's because of being part of a team and being part of a sport. So that is something I try to drive home in my students, in my personal life, with my family, that I truly do believe that the values that you can pull from teams and being part of a team in the classroom even are just essential and lifelong and really important. So think about that.
Audio Jungle.
Election day is coming this Tuesday, November 8th.
You know what that means. If you're 18 or older, you should vote.
But where can I vote?
Schools, libraries, post offices, and community centers.